If you didn't know already, I have embarked on a journey with the cheapest Range Rover in England, which has been filled with unexpected challenges and exciting breakthroughs. As you have witnessed in my latest episodes, the process of rebuilding this iconic vehicle in my private car park has been a true test of determination and resourcefulness. From navigating through mechanical setbacks to uncovering hidden gems of potential, this project has taught me the value of perseverance and creativity. Hello! So last episode you did see the Range Rover is drivable. Yes, I have completed the hard graft of it, but that's not it. That's not the only thing I'm doing to it. Obviously, we got a few bits to do. We got to sort out this little void here, all these little imperfections. Let me go through what actually needs to be done for it to be 100%, plus a few extras, just a few extras. As I've mentioned earlier, the void, the fog lights. Now this Range Rover Pure doesn't come with fog lights as standard, it's blanked off. I've got a dynamic bumper which only comes with the headlight trims. I did see inside this thing here on the passenger side, we have blanked off plugs. Now, I found the part numbers on these plugs and it turns out these are the parking sensors. I'm gonna find out if those work. Probably have to like activate a few things on the computer or something. I don't know, it sounds like a lot of work. I've done a bit of research on it, but yeah, that's just one of the things. We gotta get new side skirts because these ones are just awful. New rims, but that might come last because they are pretty pricey. And I'm deciding whether to spend on this car, which is a diesel. The trim around the wing, that needs doing. I've got these in gloss black. Now, the back looks fine. The back looks okay, but the back is not the dynamic bumper like I have on the front. So I've gone and bought myself a, same as this one actually, Ember Red, the Ember Edition Range Rover, same sort of spec, and I bought it for the rear, so I'm going to fit that. That should be pretty much, oh yes, and I don't know if you remember, I don't know if I showed it in the last video. Basically I needed a mudguard trim just to hold this bumper up for the arch lining as well. I forgot one thing. I'm going to sort these out. Now, I've got panels that fit them, but I haven't tried them, so I don't know if they work, I don't know if they fit, so I'm going to give them a test. Might have to buy a few extra things, but that is pretty much all that's to do with the Range Rover, apart from wrap. So I have started on this side. I'm going to put a whole mesh on the front of this, smooth this off, tiger seal it, and then it should be one whole piece. So yes, as I'm going to demonstrate, doesn't look too bad, doesn't it? So my plan is I'm going to smooth all of this off. I've already started. I'm going to smooth all of this off, fill it all in. As you can see here, I've got to fill in that bit. I've got a bit of fiberglass. I have worked with a bit of fiberglass before. I wouldn't say I'm a professional at it, but I wouldn't say I'm too badly at it. I mean, I've recreated all of that. I've redone all of this. It needs another scratch down because fiberglass does crack. So that's my Mini. And that will, I will change the color of that soon. You will see that in the future videos. But my focus is on the Range. Look at that, compared to that. I think that makes it a lot more aggressive, especially when it's all one color, when it's smoothed down. I think that looks awesome, to be honest. Also, daylight is rapidly fading. So if there was a cutscene in this video and I have changed clothes, yes, it's because it got too dark and I had to continue another day. So yeah, I think what I should do is complete that side, see how it looks. To be fair, I need to pull it off to smooth it down because it got, I think from the previous owner, it's been in a fire, and you can see where it's all melted down in like different various areas. All here is all charcoal, like charred, and it's all melted. But here, everything's all good. That's pretty much what to do on the Range. I mean, I wouldn't put these on yet. The reason why I won't put these on yet, because I have to take off the front bumper, so I have to take them off anyway. So those will go on last. I can take these off and get started on these and maybe the side skirts as well. This was just a little highlight to explain what's left to do on the Range Rover. So what I'm actually doing here, I'm just cutting out the little tiny strips of fiberglass just to fill in the big holes, and then I'll fill it in with P40 fiberglass reinforcement formula. I think it comes with the actual thing on the side of it. Yep, great, that's perfect. So I'll use this to stick them all down. You can use like resin. I think this does the job because you're basically putting fiberglass on fiberglass, which makes it a bit stronger, I think. This has all been smoothed down. There's no more high bumps, so I'll just get filler, or actually I'll use fiberglass first, fill in all these little voids, and then I'll use filler and smooth it all down. So, oh, what a satisfying sound. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So that's basically it, little dot of hardener, and you just mix it. This is actually quite a lot of hardener I put, funny enough. So it's gonna dry very quick.
Because I did put a lot of hardener on there, I need to get this thing down on quickly because this fiberglass will go off faster than a speeding bullet. As I'm putting it down, I've got to make sure that it covers all the holes, all the cracks, all the scratches that need covering.
All right, as I said, new day. It's nice and bright. Just past midday, and that's dry. Without further ado, let's carry on.
Because it's been a few days since I applied it, I can now focus on sanding it down and locating all the little tiny imperfections for me to refill it and do it all over again. And when I applied my coverage on the bumper, I didn't leave any high spots on purpose, so it's easier for me to sand down.
So you can see it a bit more clearly now, with all the holes that have been filled. You can sort of see what I'm trying to aim for anyway. I might go over it one more time. But you know, there's some spots that are fine. Now, you know what? I think that's solid. I've put filler all over the gaps, all over this bit, and I'm going to sand it down, shape it into its correct shape. As you can see, it's causing a bit of a ridge. See, that's solid. Right, for you guys, let's do a cutscene. I sanded it down, smoothed it all off, and I thought, let me give it a quick test just to see how it turns out, how it looks. And I can say that I haven't done too badly. There's a few imperfections, yes. Everything started coming loose, but I'm going to sort that out towards when I'm sticking on the grille. And when I take the whole bumper off, that's when I'll start attacking these little bits that need more strengthening. I've already started on the other side. All these I had to cut away because you see these were like large bumps. They were like raised slightly, basically cut them straight. All I have to do now is add the fiberglass to these bits, smooth it off, and basically do the same I did on this side. Ah yes, and I've already started on this bit here. I think this bumper was involved in a fire. Can't really get this point here because it's next to the headlight. I don't really want to scratch the headlight, but all here was peeling away. The bumper was like wavy because I think it started melting. You can see it here actually, just a little bit there. Because it's in a state, I'll get this all filled out, get this smoothed off, and then I'll take the bumper off. But that could be at a later date, closer to when I'm possibly finishing the car. So I'll get all the grills cut out, get them all sorted. Actually no, okay, rephrase that. I'll probably sort all these bits out when I'm putting the grills on. I want the front end to be complete, because once I get the grills on, that's the front end complete.
Let's take our focus off the front for a little bit. I'm going to attack these side grills and I'm going to swap them out for some nice gloss black ones. This was quite easy to remove. I did use a flathead screwdriver. Yes, once again, I don't have the correct remover trim tool, but a flathead screwdriver was good enough. I'm going to work on these exterior door trims. The ones that are currently on there are quite outdated, so I thought let me just update them to a 2018 model. In Santorini black, of course. I think these subtle changes will transform the whole look of the car.
It's just the little details that just transforms the whole look of the car. And with these, I can go straight back onto the fiberglass now, because it must be dry. It must be dry. So as you can see now, it is solid, absolutely solid. 80 grit sandpaper, and I'll start rubbing away.
So whatever I've done on the other side, I'm just going to replicate it over here. Just rubbing down all the high spots so it goes back to bare plastic. All the spots I missed, I'll just reapply it with filler and do the same process again.
Let's speed it up a bit. Whoa. Well, yeah, that's all smoothed down. So I've got the fiberglass. Now this ain't the best job in the world. That is super smooth. I might not even need filler on that. That's how smooth it is. Definitely need a bit of filler on that, but that is strong. This one, same again, need a bit of filler, but that is strong. This one's a bit weaker. You can see the tiny little flecks that it's got there. Not ideal, but this bit is a bit tricky. I think I put the fiberglass a bit too much on this, raised it slightly, so I'm trying to meet it up with this the best I can. But yeah, you can see it's come away there, just like on the other sides. Yeah, but now that's rubbed down, I'm eager to get the filler on there, sand it down. I'm more and more leaning to take this to a body shop and get it resprayed, get it professionally done. But I just wanted to see how I would do it first. If it turns out good, then I'll just leave it. If it doesn't and I'm not successful, then I'll take it to a body shop. Look at this. Satisfying. Oh.
Applying the filler now so it eradicates any sort of imperfections that I've missed out. And as you can tell from my face, it's set a bit too quickly.
See how it started hardening and it just started spreading the whole thing. It's a good thing I left it a bit out so I can sand that down. It's not too heavy, that's fine. I should have stopped it when it started getting a bit too hard. So little mistake there, sand it down, go over it again. These ones seem fine, let them harden. You can see, look, for example, that is hard now. This goes hard quickly, very, very quickly. Right, while that's hardening, I'm going to do the other side. Them small little imperfections. If I get this on right, then that side is officially complete, ready for paint.
As you heard, I'm just going to go over the little imperfections on the other side.
All nice and smooth. I'll come back to you when that's all dry. It's dry now. That thing is solid. So let's start sanding.
I'm slowly but surely making progress. You just have to be patient with it and rub it down, reapply it, rub it down, reapply it, rub it down, reapply it, until you get the results that you want.
All right, that is pretty much smooth. So you got this, which is all nice and smooth. That is all nice and smooth. This is all nice and smooth. This is kind of smooth. It's not the smoothest in the world, but I'll see how that turns out after I put a bit of primer on there. Now this is the issue. Because there's no plastic, it's a bit harder because every time I apply pressure, it snaps. So what I'm gonna do is when the bumper comes off, eventually when it comes off, give it a stronger bond, probably spread the fiberglass up until this point, maybe a bit less. Then I'll sand it. What I'll do is I'll get the primer on there. These, all these bits up until maybe here, upwards, will be nice and smooth. But what I'll do is before I put the primer on there, let me give it a finer sand with a finer sandpaper grit. So with a finer grit sandpaper, 240 grit, I made sure that was nice and smooth. Literally, I can run my hand without feeling any ridge. I've done the same on the other side, even though I primed it before. Just ran over it again. Just made sure it was nice and smooth. Everything is, that imperfection is gone. You can see it a little bit wavy here, but I mean, once I stick the panel on there, it should be nice and smooth. Should be stuck. It should be stuck on there. You wouldn't really notice that ridge at all. But this is the sort of state of play. You could sort of get the vision of what I'm going for. So the grille that I got, it came on the small side compared to the front grille. You can see the difference. One's flat. Same sort of honeycomb grille. It is bigger than, the bottom grills are bigger than this one as well. So when I put these on there, I don't know if it will look odd or not, but then again, if you look at the vents here, they're small, sort of the same size. And if you look at the vents here, they're sort of the same size as well. So, I mean, the car does have these tiny vents, which do work. But I'm gonna give them a go. I'm gonna see if they do work on the range. I did put them on there just to see if they do look good, and they do look good. I can always get bigger grills, put them on there. But guys, I can't believe how hard it is to find grills with a fog light delete. There's no such thing as a Range Rover Evoque dynamic front bumper fog light delete grills. It's actually crazy because I've looked all over, I can't find them. The SVJ, on the other hand, if I can get a body kit, then I would have had the fog light delete grills, and so I don't really have an SVJ. Finding those grills are a bit hard because they're all different. I had to do a lot of research just to find them and can't find them. So that's why I'm doing a bit of custom work, making my own. And it will come together and it will look great. When you see me next, these should more or less be complete. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. You know what to do. Like and subscribe, comment down below. Do your thing, do your thing. I ain't saying I'm a professional, but I ain't done too badly, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, look at it. It's like it wasn't involved in an accident at all. But yeah, like and subscribe, give it a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Next time on The Range.
How you doing? You alright?
You're right. You're the mini man.
I'm the mini man, yeah.